Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this week. This week I want to highlight a vote that's coming up before Congress in September. A vote with regard to Iran and its nuclear aspirations. A vote that I think is one of the most important votes Congress will ever have. You've no doubt heard about some of the elements of this deal. I want to just underscore a few of these. For example, with regard to sanctions relief, there have been sanctions that have hurt Iran economically. Seriously, that's what brought them to the table. With regard to sanctions relief, any sanction relief should be gradual and phased in only as Iran complies with its obligations under an agreement. What about past nuclear activity? Iran must disclose all of its previous nuclear-related work. If not, there is no baseline for inspectors to ensure Iran is complying with its new agreement. What about non-nuclear sanctions and arms embargoes? Iran has not agreed to end its support for international terror. Therefore, a non-nuclear sanctions and the arms embargo upon Iran should continue until Iran agrees to stop supporting terrorism. And next, what about anytime, anywhere inspections? Iran has a long history of hiding its nuclear program in entire nuclear facilities from inspectors. A deal with Iran must allow for anytime, anywhere inspections. Uninhibited inspections. And finally, funds transferred to Iran. It is preposterous. I repeat, it is preposterous that $150 billion, that's B as in billion, $150 billion must immediately be transferred to Iran. This will only fund future terrorism. With regard to Israel, it will be to Hamas in the south and Hezbollah in the north. And with regard to Israel, President Obama has already admitted, and I quote, "If Ayatollah Khomeini could, he would inflict great harm on Israel." That's even if this deal is passed. And what is that great harm? That Israel is a cancer, says the Ayatollah, and it should be wiped off the map. And next, Americans should be killed. Kill Americans. I want to urge you to do something that I've not done before, and that's contact your representative in Congress and your senators, and let them know the sense of urgency you feel, that you would urge them to vote against this Iranian deal and make it veto-proof. It'll take 67 senators to vote against this to make it veto-proof. In keeping with that, the scriptures tell us this. Romans chapter 13. There is no authority except which God has established. The authorities that exist, governmental authorities, government, Congress, or Senate, exist. The authorities that exist have been established by God. God has put them there, and He's put us here with the values that we have to influence them. And therefore, we're told in 1 Timothy chapter 2, God speaking through the Apostle Paul, he says, I urge then, first of all, sense of urgency, first of all, sense of priority. I urge, first of all, that requests, prayers, intercessions, thanksgivings be made for everyone, for kings, and for those in authority, that we may live peaceable and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. So this is what I'm encouraging you to do. Number one, contact your representative in Congress and your two senators. Urge them to vote against this Iranian deal and make it veto-proof so the president can't veto it. And secondly, pray. Pray. That's the great weapon that believers have. Pray that we might live quiet and peaceable lives in all godliness and holiness. Till next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Yivareka Yahweh. Yahweh bless you and bless those who love you.